is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's go clicking.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
I tell you what, Martha Stewart looks like a frosty lady. She's hard.
Yeah, she's salty.
Like, for somebody that creates such beauty, she's so good at, like, beautiful food and interiors and, like, beauty is important. You would think that she would be more touchy-feely.
Do you think maybe, though, because I agree with you, do you think maybe the persona we see of her, the public-facing persona, is this, like, hard exterior?
No.
But deep down, she's just a softie?
No. I think that this is her.
This is her through and through.
Yes, and I think I've got proof of it. She went on Drew Barrymore's show. Now, Drew Barrymore is a giant softie.
Yes.
Sooky, emotional, really in touch with her feelings.
Loves touching others.
And also very, very physically touchy-feely. She reminds me of somebody I know quite well. Me. And the two of them are like oil and water.
Yeah.
Have a listen to this exchange that occurred on Drew Barrymore's show.
What makes you soft and gooey, though, when you're treated like a lady?
Nicer. It's nice.
Someone comes in and...
You're the wrong gender.
I know. The way it's going with men, though, Martha, I'm not so sure anymore. He's dressed inspired Martha look.
Come here, beauty dog.
Okay, so she likes dogs.
But she didn't like Drew coming up to touch her.
Drew was touching her all over and she literally pushed her away and did a little flick.
I love that it was just a hand push.
Phew, don't touch me. And then she said something interesting. You're the wrong gender. I thought, wow, you only like advances, or you only like to be touched by men.
Yeah, she's old school like that. Also, remember, she was in prison. Like, you've got to build up this hard like, you've got to be able to protect yourself.
I've got to watch that documentary.
Apparently, it's unbelievable.
She also did Drew Barrymore on that show did a weird thing where she went back to where Martha Stewart grew up. There was like it's a town in New Jersey, and she got her to talk about, nostalgic memories. And I think Drew was really trying to get her to be soft and, you know, human.
And like her.
And then inexplicably, Drew crossed to the town and like some old relations of Martha Stewart's was there. It was just so desperate to try and make Martha look nice.
How did Martha react to that?
Not great. She was like, what are we doing this for?
Martha's like, bro, I've ditched those people. I'm mates with Snoop now.
Exactly.
Like, I've moved on.
And it would have been about 150 years since she'd been to that town anyway. What about this Reddit article? Let's move on. I dress up to the nines for my school run and my husband says it's embarrassing. Please discuss.
I mean, what are your thoughts?
I
have two thoughts.
I know that this is a thing. It is not a thing for me. And it probably is the reason why I stopped
doing the
school run and the pickup.
Because of people looking at you.
Well, it's so sceney sometimes. And it's like, guys, we're just here to pick up our kids. Like, this is not actually a big part of our day. That's my thing. That is the least important part of my day. And I felt weird because I dressed accordingly that it was the biggest part of some people's day.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? Even in primary school, I still remember as a kid the one woman that was always at the school gate at 3:30 waiting for her kid.
Looking bougie?
Gail. Yeah. Gail was always there.
I must say, I do remember there was this fabulous woman who used to come and pick up her kids. Her name was Mrs. Long.
Okay.
And Cheryl Long, and she had a big pile of red curls in like a big beehive, and she would wear colourful muumuus, and she would have long lacquered nails and smoke out the driver's side window of like a vintage Mercedes.
Vibe.
And that, like, if I could do it like that, I would do it.
See, this is my thing. This also, what a crap husband, hating on her for that. Two things. A, life's a runway. Walk it however you want, man. Let someone do it.
Runway.
B, this fashion for some people is like their creative expression. Some people draw, some people sew, some people like to dress well, and like that's the way they.
I know. I agree,
and
I think dressing well is wonderful. And one of these days, I will start trying that out. But do you think it's? I mean, I don't want to judge, but I think it is sad a little bit that, that is an event space, a school where you don't go and you're there for 5 minutes to pick up your kids. I don't think that is an event.
No.
That's like, putting on Lippy
yeah.
to fill up your car.
Well, shout out to all those mums on World Kindness Day.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's go click it.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
The new Bridget Jones Diary trailer has dropped, and we're going to talk about that. But first, let's talk about this weird thing from Armie Hammer's mum. Now, Armie Hammer is an actor. He suffered lots and lots of terrible headlines about his character and his predilection for eating other human beings. Yeah. We don't even know if that's true, actually. But, rumours stick for a reason, I guess.
I mean, where there's smoke, there's fire. I read Demois, and there were a lot of messages sent in.
Imagine if that was your legacy.
Right.
Like, oh, my God, how do you ever get away from it?
But then you come back from it and decide to launch your own podcast called Armie Hammer Time.
Oh, my God. Anyway, and then not only do you have your own podcast called Armie Hammer Time, you invite your mum on it to divulge the weird present that she organised for you.
I think you learned not to put stupid things in DMs because no one was eaten, but you were stupid.
I was definitely stupid.
And let's talk about what I gave you for your birthday this year.
What did you give me?
So I call Armie and I go, Armie, what would you like for your birthday this year? And he goes, oh, I don't know, maybe money, whatever. And I was like, I believe I'm going to give you a vasectomy.
Yep.
Wow.
I mean, no wonder he wanted money. Remember he made this big song and dance about selling his car that he loves?
Yeah.
He has no money.
Well, if mummy's paying for your vasectomy at that age.
That is deeply insulting, isn't it? That means that I wish I hadn't had you, and I'm making sure that the line ends here.
But he's already got kids, hasn't he?
No, it's bizarre.
Hey, she reminds me of the mum on the Menendez doco on Monsters.
That whole scenario gives me the ick.
Yeah, I get it.
Let's move on to Bridget Jones. Have you seen all of the Bridget Jones Diary films?
Only the first.
Okay. They are good. I love Renee Zellweger.
Same.
And the new film, Bridget Jones, Mad About the Boy. We spoke about it a few weeks ago because Hugh Grant's in it. And he said he wouldn't have signed up for it unless it was a lovely role. And it is. The movie looks amazing. The trailer is good. Look it up. And the story covers off, obviously, Renee Zellweger's character, Bridget Jones, marries Colin Firth's character, Mr. Darcy, and then he passes away. And the story starts when she is trying to get her life back together with two small kids, being a widow. All her friends put her on the apps and stuff, which is tedious and predictable. And then she meets, by chance, a very, very young man in a park, and they appear to get it on.
You can call me Rockstar.
Bridget Jones. But you can call her Mummy.
How old are you?
28.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm 29.
Do you miss Dada sometimes?
I miss him all of the times.
Can you survive?
I think so.
It's not enough to survive. You've got to live.
Was that the Dalai Lama?
Just Harry Styles, I think.
It looks so gorgeous, but please, as if a woman like that is going to be...
What do you mean, Swanee?
There is no way.
Yes, there is.
Nah.
Leo Woodall, he was on the White Lotus. He's great. Also, great use of these words in the trailer.
I know, I did notice
yesterday.
that, yes.
Hey, Bridget Jones, the film, it's in cinemas on Feb 13. That's actually not that far away.
I know, but it feels like too far.
I'm excited.
It feels too far. I tell you what, if you do want to see a film where an older woman has relations with a younger man, the best I've ever seen was Emma Thompson in Good Luck to You, Leo Grand.
Oh.
It is chef's kiss. And believable because she pays him.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.